Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi Podcast. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. Notary Educators, LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Tune in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast and subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi's YouTube channel also for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
Hey, Notary fam, it's Kimmi. Just making sure, did you sign up already for our free Notary Q&A happening next Friday, May 15th, 7 p.m. Eastern? That's right, it's being hosted by Notary Educators. Bring all of your questions. If you have a business and you still are not making money, you still don't know about additional services that you could be adding to your business, you need to be in the room. All of your questions will be answered. Next Friday night, sign up at notaryeducators.com. See you then. Again, Notary Educators free Q&A. Let's go. Hey, it's your girl Kimmi, number one notary educator in the hizzo. What's up? What's up? Hey, happy Monday. So welcome to those who will listen to the podcast, those who will watch the replay. How is it going in these notary streets? What's going on? So you know your girl got a story. I'll tell you a little bit about our training class tonight. Give you a coupon, promo code, and all that good stuff. So today we are talking about ink fingerprinting. I just had a job. Hey guys, I'm gonna give you a few tips on how to market it. Okay, what it is. And then you want to get in the room and get the course so you can actually start offering this service, okay? So how many of you are actually offering ink fingerprinting? How many? Put a 1. Hey, Super Abs, what's up? What's up? Put a 1 if you are offering ink fingerprinting. Put a 0 if you don't offer it. If you're scared to offer it, if you don't know how to offer it, if you don't know how to do it, put a 0 in the chat for me. Okay, let's get started. So what is ink fingerprinting? It is just that. You are assisting your clients in rolling their prints on a card, okay? On a card. Sometimes it can be paper. I've even had a paper request. Yep, so it doesn't always have to be a card. You do whatever your client wants, okay? So, or whatever's being requested of them is a better way to say that, because your clients sometimes they don't know what they need, okay? Let's just be clear. They don't have a clue what they need, but offering ink fingerprinting is an excellent way to grow your business. You do not have to be a notary to even offer ink fingerprinting services. You don't even have to be a notary, okay? So I like you to be a notary because I want you to offer all the services. I want you to make all the money. So when I talk about translation services, when I talk about apostille services, all these different things, you don't have to be a notary. But if you're not the notary, that means you got to go hire somebody, pay them a cut of the money that you could be making and keeping all the money in-house, okay? So now back to ink fingerprinting. So your client's going to call you. That's going to sound something like, hey, I need to get my prints rolled, or hey, I need to get ink fingerprinted for my job or for immigration. It could be any number of reasons why somebody needs to be ink fingerprinted, okay? So you have to make sure you properly screen your clients with anything else, okay? You have to always properly screen your clients. So when I say screen them, you want to ask them, you know, what is the location of the signing? You know, we want to confirm if they actually need ink or do they need paper. What do they need? Hey, Elijah, what's up? What's up? See you in session tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tonight we are talking about how to master certifying copies, because people give that request. They ask you that all day long. I need a certified copy, certified copy. If you don't know how to do it, you're leaving money on the table. And I can't tell you the number of calls. I'm going to come back to that. But the number of calls I get from notaries and emails and stuff saying, I don't know how to certify a copy, then you're leaving money on the table. You have to get proper training. We're going to come back to that. So anyway, with the ink fingerprinting though, so you got to have your basic supplies. Okay. You can look at my free notary supply list at notaryeducators.com and download that. But you do have to have some basic supplies. I have a few ink fingerprinting videos here free on the channel. But if you want to do it like a pro and master it, that's why we have the whole ink fingerprinting course, okay? It takes you step by step, what it is, what to do if they're missing a digit, what is a digit, okay? These are all the different things I cover in the course. So anything I teach you, I want you to do it like a pro, okay? Yes, Elijah said, I did a signing today and made $50. Let's go, Elijah. Let's go. Elijah, and I'm so glad you shared that because guess what your girl did today? Y'all know I've been talking about increasing my ink fingerprinting. Also updated my website. Let's go, Elijah. Let's go. Let's go. Elijah is in mentorship, being transparent. Let's go, Elijah. This is not a paid endorsement. He just happened to be here rocking with the #1 Notary Educators team and doing his thing. Let's go, Elijah. There are men in the program. So for all you men out there who say men can't be notaries, or your girl is telling you, what you gonna make money doing that? Yeah, tell your girl you can make money being a notary. It's not flashy, but yes, our men are making money as notaries. Okay, let's go, let's go. So anyway, I told you guys I was going to increase my ink fingerprinting fee, and I did it for the first time today. I typically only charge $40 if they come to me, but I told this lady yesterday $50. It rolled off my tongue very naturally, and it's worked. She paid it. She paid it $50. So now ink fingerprinting is going to be $50. It's going to be $50. That's if they travel to me. Now my minimum to leave my home is $50. So with my ink fingerprinting jobs, my minimum probably to leave the house is going to be at least $75 because I got to have a minimum. I'll teach you guys that too. Always have a minimum when it comes to pricing your services. So my fingerprinting job today, she had 2 cards, and I always like to make sure, look at that. Elijah said, it ain't flashy, but the money is good, and congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, so even for me, sometimes pricing is still challenging because you don't want to lose the business, but you got to make your money, you know. You got to make your money. We just had another situation over in mentorship. A lot of gyms are dropped in mentorship, guys. That's why it's not just about, oh, you got to learn how to stamp the paper, which you do. But mentorship is priceless because of all the other conversations happening behind the scenes. You got to be in the room where it's happening. I give you a lot here on YouTube, but it's nothing like being in the room with fellow notaries, talking about their business, talking about their wins, sharing what they're doing, what's working, what's not. And we just had another situation. The question came up about how much to charge to be a witness. Now, typically witness fees are $25, but it's hard now to get witnesses, and it's hard to get. Wait, before I go there, let me give y'all a coupon code because y'all know my mom be click, click, click. Let me give you a coupon code really quick for the ink fingerprinting course. The ink fingerprinting course today, let's use coupon code WIN2025, and that'll get you 60% off the course. It's like $77 with the discount. So use coupon code WIN2025 for 60% off the ink fingerprinting course. Okay. And go ahead and add that to your service. I'll tell you how to market it. I'll tell you everything you need to know in that course. Okay. Now back to the witnesses really quick. So the question came about, well, should I charge more if it's an estate package? Should I charge more if it's this, if it's that? Typically a witness fee is going to be $25. Now I tend to offer $25 also, but I always tip my witnesses based on several factors. If I got a tip, I feel like I should tip them. Don't have to, but that's just how I roll. Okay. I always do business a little bit different than other people. And that's how come I'm successful. Okay. If you do everything the same that everybody else do, you might be okay, but you want to come above and above the pack. Okay. You want to stand out in your business. So I could do the same exact thing everybody else do. You get $25, take it or leave it. I don't. And if I do offer $25, again, I'm always tipping my client, my witness, because without that witness, the job don't happen. Now, if you're going to be requesting more upfront, that may mean you may not get the job. So you may tell somebody, hey, I'll come be your witness, but it's going to be $50. And they may say, probably not, because typically when you're pricing your witness job, unless they are pricing it that high, they're only pricing it like $25. So I'm giving that extra $5 or $10 out of my own money, because I usually don't want my client to think, oh, wow, it's so expensive. Now, again, that may be something else I'm addressing in the future too. If I got to provide the witness, then you're going to have to pay me another $50 for the witness to come and help you with your documents, because it's hard to get a witness and it's getting harder and harder every day. Nobody want to leave their house for $25 to be a witness. And the witness is so important that if they don't come, the document don't move. So I may have to also look into increasing my witness fee. I've been talking about that for the last couple of years. I've not done it yet because typically my witnesses are usually right here near the job. I try not to get somebody that's like an hour away and I know they're only going to make $25 because it's not worth their time, right? So to me, it's not. Now, sometimes people come for the experience and I teach you that. Hey, come on through, get the experience, you know. $25 plus you about to learn what I do. That's priceless. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on here right quick. Elijah is dropping some comments. Elijah says, hey, Notary Fingerprint boss. What's up? What's up? Delaware is in the house. Elijah says you really can't be scared to set your price because you got to consider a lot and pay them, and the bills don't stop. That's true, Elijah. That's what I always say too. I'm like, when the county I live in, they'll say, well, you know what? You gave that person a discount, so we're going to give you a discount on your water bill this month. Not. You know what? You were so sweet. You gave that person a discount. We're going to give you a discount on your light bill. Not. The bill just came in today, guys, was $300. $280 something, light and gas. I was like, whoa. What is this? Usually like $130, $140. Jeff is like, everything is going up. And I was like, good night. $300, but it is what it is. I can't do nothing about it. I need these lights to work, right? You can see the reflection right there. The lights got to work. So in turn, I might have to pay out, pass some of that on to my clients, I usually do everything a little more reasonable. Elijah says, witness for $50, LOL, $25 for travel, $25 for me to be there. Yes. And you could say that. The witness fee is $50. My travel fee for being a witness is $25. And my actual, so I usually just try to make it simple for clients though and give them one flat rate. That's how I run my business. So I don't usually break it down, and tell them all of my business. Well, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for that. Because even in my book, if you've not seen the Start Your Notary Business book I wrote, each state has their own book, 50. Each state has their own book. So there's one for Delaware, Michigan, Ohio, every state. I write in that book that you don't want to nickel and dime your clients. You think about traveling on an airplane rather, and you got one person's airfare, all inclusive is $250, or you got the other person, it's gonna still equal $250. But they like, well, you got to pay for us to smile, you got to pay for a drink, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for that, you got to pay for this, got to pay for that. Which one would you rather have? It's still gonna be $250 at the end of the day. Still gonna be $250, but I'd rather do business with the one that gave me the flat rate. Boom, it's all inclusive. That's how I roll, all inclusive. I don't like all that. Well, $2 for this, $3 for this, $5 for credit card processing, $4 because I looked at you, $3 because I smiled. Jeez, we ain't doing that. Elijah says, I have a company that calls me at least once a week for a witness. I know. I saw your message in group. That is amazing. Over in the community, Elijah. And that adds up. If they calling him once a week at $50, that's $200 a month. What could you do with $200 a month? Let's go, Elijah. Being in the house, in the room with the people. Okay? What could you do with extra $200 this month? What could you do with that? You may be saying, oh, that ain't nothing. I bet if I had you $200, you'll find something to do with it. You will find something to do with it. Just $200. What could I do with $200 a month? I could pay my cell phone bill. I could pay my internet bill because I got some deals with internet, and Xfinity, y'all, is the bomb.com right now. We got 2 cell phones. We pay $60 a month. Our internet is $50 a month for 5 years. Okay, so we at $110. So I could pay my 2 cell phone bills, my internet, that's $110, and I got another $90. What could I pay with that? My water bill runs about $90 a month. Yep, that's 3 bills with $200. Let's go, Elijah. Show the people what they can do, Elijah, with $200 just being as a witness. You ain't even stamped nothing, okay? You ain't even stamped nothing, okay? Let's go, guys. Get in the room. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna get these questions. I'm gonna tell y'all about the Notary Business Success Program. All right, hold on one second. Let's go. Let's go. HSB 1896 says, "Hey, Kimmi. Hey there. How are you? I have my commission, my supplies for both general and signing agent work. I think I'm ready for mentorship, and I'm in Georgia. I can maybe be a witness for you." Oh, that's fine. You can send it to me at info@notaryeducators.com. Send me your info. Elijah's laughing. Definitely not. He says the mentorship is worth it. HSB 1896. Yeah, send me your info. You can send it to me. Yep, because I'm not opposed to increasing my witness list. You always need witnesses, people. You always need witnesses. I do try to start with those in the mentorship, though. I'm not telling you that's so you join mentorship, but I'm just saying I do typically start with those in my mentorship program. Of course I would. What kind of business person would I be if I don't help my own? Okay, but yeah, I got you though. So info@notaryeducators.com. Okay, just send me your information, and in the subject line put witness in Georgia. Okay. Hey, and congratulations on getting all your stuff ready too. So we'd love to have you over mentorship. I'm gonna talk about that in just a minute. Let's see here. We got to get Haywood out because Haywood is dramatic. We don't do drama. Oh, we got a lot of little spammers in here today. What's going on, people? What's up with the spam coming through? Huh? What's up, Georgia Power, honey? Yes, Georgia Power. I'm telling you. 302 Notary says, I'm in Delaware. Our notaries ask for $35 to $50 to be a witness. Last minute is more. Yeah, see, and typically, again, 302 Notary, the thing about that asking for a lot, depending on who's hiring me too. Let's go back to the witness thing. Depending on who's hiring me. If it's a company hiring me, it's an automatic 50. It's a fellow notary hiring me. I already know they may not have priced it enough. So again, that's not really my business. See, again, I be thinking too much about the other person, right? That's not really my business, but I already know a company's going to have more than a notary typically. So it just depends on who's hiring me too. So when I price my jobs, I'm looking at everything. It's not just a flat, I'm going to be your witness for $50. Because if you told me you're going to be my witness for $50, I'll probably be like, you know what? Let me call you if I can't find anyone else. Because I didn't collect 50 on the front end. I typically can collect 25. Again, because when I tell my client how much their total bill is, they got to pay me. They got to pay 2 witnesses. And I don't want it to be $300. Now, if it is $300, it is what it is. But I typically try to keep that witness fee down as much as I can at the expense of my own money sometimes. So HSB says, I will. Yeah, so just send it to me. Elijah says, then the attorneys that call me, I'm in it for like 5 minutes to sign my name, and then they let me go. Right. That was a question we had recently too, Elijah. Thank you for sharing that. The question was, and this was over in community, do I have to stay the whole time during the signing? So you do not always have to stay. It depends. 95% of the time, they want you to sign your 2 documents, 1 document, and you go. Okay. Even when I hire somebody to be a witness, I don't keep them with me the whole time. I usually just let them sign and go because I know they ain't making as much as I am. They got other stuff to do. Okay. So let's talk about mentorship right quick. So what is the Notary Educators Business Success Program? So in case you didn't know, I have my own notary business, which is None Better Mobile Notary. We can get out of here and go do a job right now. I'm going to take y'all with me. Just in the car a little bit. I can't take you to the job. It's a loan mod this morning. And it's a simple one, y'all. It's only 18 pages. Let's go. 18 pages. And out of the 18, it's really 1 notarization. Boom. I had to print 3 sets. They want 2 executed. Y'all got all them numbers? I had to print 3, 2 executed, 1 notary stamp. Boom. Let's go. Ronaldo. That's Jeffrey's other name, y'all. Let's go. Because we got to be there at 1. So anyway, mentorship. Let's talk about it. So you have 2 access points right now at the time of this recording. You can enter the program for either $27 per month or $47 per month. The $27 per month and the $47, you get all the same things. I'm going to just tell you the main difference right now. The main difference is you don't have access to all of the courses. You got your main core courses that you need to start your business and grow your business in the $27 program. We meet every single Monday. I'm going to tell you about tonight's session coming up. And then and the all-inclusive, you got access to all 17 courses, okay? All 17. The reason I love our program is because you may not be ready for loan signing yet. You can always upgrade, downgrade, whatever you want to do in the program. And we meet every week at 7 p.m. on Mondays. You also get tip sheets for each course. You also get templates for your marketing. Literally everything you need to get started is in there. Let me get y'all comments, and I'm going to come back to the mentorship program. HSB 1896 says, do I charge for printing? I do charge for printing. Now I'm like usually about $5. So whatever it is, if their job is $50, they need printing, I'll just charge extra $5. I've never had anybody say, well, how much is printing? You know, I don't get into all that. I'm not getting into was $1 per page, 50. I'm not Kinko's. You're gonna just pay a flat rate. Okay. Let me get my shoes, babe. We're on our way out. Yay! We are on our way out. I really need Jeffrey to come talk to y'all so I could use the restroom before we go. I'm gonna get y'all comments. He gotta come talk to y'all. Hold on, because I gotta use the restroom before we go. We got 30 minutes. Jeffrey, I'm sorry, babe. Can you come talk to the people while I use the restroom right quick? I gotta get these comments. Just come and talk about what a long mod is. I'll be right back, y'all. Here, stand right here and talk about a long mod. He gonna talk about a long mod. Hold on. And I'm gonna answer y'all questions. Hold on.
Hold on, man. I got enough.
Come on, we live. Talk about a loan mod. I'll be right back.
So a loan mod is for people when you have a loan, a home loan, mortgage, and you work things out with your mortgage company to move the payments to the back of the loan, if that makes sense. So you may defer 2 or 3 loans, payments on the back end of it, and it's got to be adjusted. So those are things that we're getting ready to do at one of those type of jobs right now. And it's pretty easy. We get them from a signing company, and they reach out to us to confirm, find out if we're available for a certain date, a certain time, and then we go do the job, which is what we're getting ready to do right now. It usually doesn't take, for these types of loan modifications, should take no more than 15 minutes at the most. 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And we keep it moving. So those are the types of jobs that we do. We also, I don't know if Kimmi's mentioned about other types of loans, depending on, because we are in Georgia, so there's certain things that we need to have a lawyer there to actually handle that job for, or to explain certain type of documents, seller's packages, buyer packages, things like that. So those are the types of jobs that we do as far as loans are concerned. We also do power of attorneys, wills, things like that. So Kimmi's back.
Hold on.
And I gotta make a quick phone. We're juggling like 3 different things at the same time here, folks.
That's what you gotta do as an entrepreneur, people. You gotta keep it moving. So these are my jobs for today. I'm on my way out. All right, let's go. I'm gonna put y'all in the car. I'm packing up the kids. Let's go, y'all. All right, let's go. Because I like to use the restroom before I go, because I don't know what I'm walking into, you know. You don't really want to have to ask your client, can I use your restroom? I try not to. Not that I won't. And Jeffrey won't. If you got to go, you got to go. Hold on, I'm getting in the car, y'all. Hold on. But again, it's not my preference to use their restroom. So I'm going to answer y'all questions. Hold on. Yeah, I don't like asking my clients to use their restroom. I don't want their water. I don't want nothing from them but to sign these documents. Okay, so again, these are my jobs that we have today. I have 2. This is my signer's copy, and I have 1 field inspection job today. Let me fix the camera. Yeah, sorry about that. This is live. I got 1 field inspection job today that I'm gonna go do, and that was a little tricky because the client is not going to be there. I just have to actually inspect the property. So it's kind of good whenever they don't have to be there. So that's what we got going on today. And we are running late. Well, the GPS said 19 minutes. Yeah, we late. So he better come on. Okay, let's go. All right, let me get y'all questions. And then I'll come back to the mentorship program. Let me wrap with the mentorship because I need to wrap up stuff because my mind be all over the place. So with the mentorship program, so you got 2 entry points, cancel anytime. I don't know why people sometimes act like they can't cancel. All you got to do is like any other Netflix or whatever. You just log in and see your little face and change your account settings. That's it. That's it. If you just can't figure it out, of course, we provide support and we will get it canceled for you, okay? But I don't understand. I think we just rush. We rush a lot. And that's why some of us aren't successful signing agents, because we just don't take our time on stuff. We rush everything. We don't read. We don't like to read. Okay, that's another topic for another day. All right, so anyway, join today, mentorship. You can join right now. Start watching your courses. Join us tonight. I'm going to tell y'all what we're talking about tonight after I get these comments. Hold on. So let's see. 302 says, I had an issue with a Friday general notary customer. Called for a will, POA, and needed 2 witnesses. And yes, you must stay the entire ceremony because you are hired as a witness. Yeah, that's going to be your call as the hiring person. Again, witness stay for the whole thing, okay? That. Hold on one second. He wants to add to that. And I'm going to finish my thought really quick, though. The reason I say that is because they're not there to witness. Whatever the document has to be witness is, that's what they need to witness. They don't have to witness the signing of every single document. Okay, so I'll let Jeffrey add his point, but it's like, so I'm doing a refi package, for example, 2 pages need to be witnessed. Do they need to stay there while I do 500 pages or 250 pages? I don't think so. What's called for a witness is those 2 documents. So let's let Jeffrey add his point. Go ahead, me and more.
Yeah, I was going to just mention.
And speak up.
I was going to mention that I was just a witness about a week or so ago. And when we have others to come and be a witness for us, I left after we signed what we needed to sign. Then the notary that was leading the assignment, he said, okay, well, I'll send you your money or whatever later on, and and that was my cue to leave. And the same thing, not in a bad way, in the same thing, and
that was my cue.
That's because if you may be,
hey, they might not want you to see their money too, y'all.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You may not want your witness to know how much you're getting paid. So when you're doing a job, you need to price your job in such a way that it's worthwhile for you and for your witness, but you may not want them to know that you're getting paid X amount of dollars.
Yeah,
so when they're finished, when you get finished and you've done your double checks and what have you, triple checks, then you just let them go. So just wanted to throw that little tidbit in there.
Yeah, because I release them too, like Jeffrey said. I don't want them even knowing all my money that I made. That ain't really their business. They like, oh, because I know another situation that kind of went bad for somebody. They start learning how much somebody made, the notary, and they like, hey, where my cut at? Well, I already paid you your cut. I'm the one with the skill and experience to know how to do these documents. I arranged the whole thing, so you just really coming in to do what I need you to do is sign that paper, right? Elijah says, what's up, hubby? You ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes, he's ready to go. So, yeah, so it's up to you how you want to run your business 302 Notary. Again, I don't have a problem with that. I said that earlier, I think. You follow the lead of the person that hired you. If they want you to stay the whole time, you stay the whole time. If that made me eventually have to increase your prices because, you like, hey, I ain't sitting here for 2 hours or an hour and I'm only getting paid $25. So you got to see what works for you and your business, okay? Again, for me, I don't ask them to stay, typically. Now, there's always exceptions to the rule. Elijah says, I got to do some cold calls to these hospitals, retirement homes, and schools. You can do some cold calling, Elijah, but my preferred method I always teach is what? Going in person. They need to feel that vibe. They need to see that smile. Yes. You want to double check? I didn't take it out. You want to double check? Okay, because we had several jobs between my car and his car this morning. I like my trunk when we're at home because I got that flat top. So, but I didn't pull my bag out. It should be back there. Yeah, so I don't recommend necessarily cold calling. I said, let's go in person right quick. Drop by, drop that smile on them. I seen your business cards and everything you got is really nice. And to see a young man look like you, dressed up, you know, looking professional, that's what's gonna take you next level. Calling on the phone, yeah, you could do it. But I know for sure when they see you, they'll be like, oh yeah, okay, he's professional, he's about his business, let's go. Elijah says, when you do field inspections, how much do those go for? So that's going to depend. I have some jobs that are $50. Y'all not trying to stay around that $50 at least. The one we're doing today does pay. What's wrong? Oh, it's good. Sometimes you may get here and like I got one company I work for, and when I get there, sometimes that job, like it happened on Friday, I had to stay later. It was a car related thing, and I had to wait for the client to get another car. It was just a hot mess. Actually, it went pretty smooth, but that was because I was insistent it was going to. I've done those jobs before, and I'll be sitting there for 2 hours, and I reach back out to the hiring company and say, hey, this job is taking a little bit longer. So you just got to kind of play around, but at least usually 50. Y'all know we got several people in mentorship that are doing inspections, and they charge about 100 for those assignments too. So if you're not doing field inspections, to Elijah's point, you need to be checking out my field inspection course, okay? Coupon code WIN2025 again. You can use that, or all of this is in the all-inclusive program within the mentorship program, okay? All-inclusive. So you got several options to train with us. Several options. And that goes right into our next question from Super Ab 77. Miss Kimmi, do you have classes for new people? All of our classes are designed for you to get in where you fit in. If you're just starting out, no problem. If you have a little experience, you already got your supplies, you just need a little, what I like to say, cleaning up there, we got you on that end too. So everything, you can start wherever you are. We got people in the program that just started right this second, okay? Literally. And then we got other people that's been with us for years. And those that stay with us for years, it's not because they don't know how to notarize. It's not because of that. They stay with us for years because of what the community, the value that it brings. The value that it brings. What's the value? Being in the room with like-minded people, getting tips every week. I promise y'all, you would think y'all got something to talk about every week. We do. It never ceases to amaze me. And our community conversations and our weekly sessions are based on what you guys need. So tonight we're talking about copying, master and copy certification. You got to know how to certify copies because people will ask you that. You need to know what you can do and what you cannot do. We're going to talk about that tonight. Several processes. So it's not just one way to do it. Like most things in life, is more than one way to bake a chocolate chip cookie, okay? In several ways. They got a new thing about baking peanut butter cookies. We just tried it last night. It was kind of funny. What did you think about the cookies?
Oh, they're pretty good.
You liked it?
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate chip would have set it off though, right?
Yes.
So we did this chocolate. If you guys haven't heard about it, this is not notary. This is just a tip. It was a peanut butter thing on TikTok, and we went to lunch with some friends yesterday, and they were mentioning how it works. So you take a cup of peanut butter. This is the simplest recipe I ever heard. You take a cup of peanut butter, a cup of brown sugar, and 1 egg. Make your batter, and that makes peanut butter cookies. You bake it on 350 to 400 for about 10 minutes. Check your oven time, and you got peanut butter cookies. Excuse me. So I tried it last night because I ain't had nothing else to do. And it was good actually. They really were good. Now I would like a little chocolate chip in there. I said next time I make it, that'll make it 4 ingredients. But I think some chocolate chips would have set it off because it was good, but it needed just a little for me. And I didn't use a whole cup of sugar either because you know Jeffrey and I are always on our little diet and things, so we only used a half a cup of sugar. But anyway, it was still good. I did enjoy it. It was different. And again, just something to make with my hands. I'm looking for something to do. So I got to get these last few thoughts out really quick. So anyway, so some of the courses that are included, excuse me, yeah, the pollen. Some of the courses that are included in the all-inclusive are the Notarize Like a Pro, Estate/Trust training. You can buy these separately if you want to. It's totally up to you. We have people do it all day because some people are not ready for full-blown mentorship, or they may not even need it, whatever, right? And I'm gonna come back to why people stay with us so long again, because that's a good topic. But ink fingerprinting, mystery shopping, we got people killing the game in mystery shopping, guys. So we offer all these different services. We do these services, we teach you how to do these services and get to what they say is the bag. Okay, look at him, he's nuts. People ain't nothing to lose out here sometimes, y'all, because I wouldn't just take risks with my car like he just did. I just would not do that. So anyway, why do some people stay with us in mentorship as long as they do, and how long do you have to do mentorship? Typically, most people stay in mentorship about a year, and it's because, again, of the value. And they're adding these different services. So you can come through and binge watch all the courses, you know, but that's not how you build a business. The people that are in our mentorship program, they are actually building businesses. So if you want to watch like Netflix and come on through and watch everything and just binge watch, sure. But that's not how you build a business. You build a business by taking your time. You learn how to notarize like a pro. Then you go out and you notarize like a pro. You learn how to do the estate training. And then you go out and start doing estate packages, okay? You learn e-fingerprinting, and then you start doing e-fingerprinting. So if you just sit there binge watching it, that's not how you grow your business. So that's why people stay with us for 3 years. We got one person that's been with us almost 4 years. almost. And if it's not in mentorship, she's still been rocking with us for at least 5 or 6 years. So she got an award for that last year. It's time for us to get ready to do a quarterly ceremony too. I think we'll do that at the end of April, maybe, because we already passed March. Yeah, maybe we'll do something in April. Oh, that house is so cute. You see that, man? All right, what other questions we got? Wrapping this up. Got about 4 minutes, not even. I'm 6 minutes to my job. Anything else before I go? So don't forget all things notary, notaryeducators.com. Coupon code is going to be WIN2025. Today we talked about ink fingerprinting, how to add it to your business and get to the BAGE. All right, guys. Well, on behalf of Notary Educators with your girl, Coach Kimmi, I am out. You want to say bye, Ronaldo?
All right, folks. Y'all be careful on these notary streets.
Booyah!
Go around.
All right. All right, me and more. Bye, me and more days. I'll see y'all later, okay? Bye. See you in class tonight. Don't forget, tonight we're talking all things copy certification, how to master it, because you got to know what you're doing. We want to notarize like a what? Like a what? Like a pro. We are notarizing like a pro. All right, people. See y'all on the flip side. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring as you build your notary business. Don't forget to explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training notary library for more resources to expand your skills and services. Stay connected with us on YouTube at Notary Educators with Kimmi for even more tips, tricks, and industry insights. Be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with others who want to succeed in the notary field. Until next time, keep growing and learning, and take your notary business to the next level. See you soon! Don't forget, for all things notary related, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com.